Simulacra is a story about two adoptive parents who confine their three children into the house of the suburbs of Chicago. Initially, because of the arrival of a flu season, at least this is what they tell them. But the more the story goes on, we perceive that there's something sinister going on, and at the end we reveal that they all got kidnapped. Columbia supported through the equipment, first of all, which is very important. We shot on Panavision, so if we had to rent it outside of school, it would have cost so much money. Since it was an originally independent project, I got to work with my faculty, Adam Jones, and he provided feedbacks throughout the whole semester. This story initially revealed itself as a dream of mine, or as a nightmare, I will say. So I saw the whole film. I was like the audience member, so I saw all the camera movements, all the shots and everything. When I had the dream, it was a very basic story that then me and Carl developed, and we elevated all the story. We brought different level of complexities to it. I've always been interested in the topic of kidnapping for some reason. I thought people knew about the topic, but I realized with all the team members that the numbers were not out there in front of people's eyes.
Rossella once said, let's make art with purpose. I think that was when our script, that was when our endeavors started becoming kind of fueled by a sense of, I would say, political activism. A lot of people who were brought on board onto the crew had no idea that this is actually something that happens. So I think on one level it's important to talk about it because it's not knowledge that is available to the general public. Second of all, the numbers are really, really important.
Every 40 seconds there's a child that goes missing in the United States alone. These numbers are not in front of people's eyes. People are not aware of this. So I think the most important thing is that, more than we spread the film, is that we spread the message.
When I was younger, I was lost in a mall in Miami. It's like the Dolphin Mall. Discussing that story with my parents today and just kind of seeing their reaction and seeing my mom talk about, I was only lost for less than an hour, it's like 45 minutes, but just hearing how they talk about that event, it sounds like just like a nightmare, and the wound is still so fresh. I think that's important to discuss and important to make people feel like they're not really alone.
I think if we can create culture through cinema, then we're already doing something better for the world. So anything that we can do to raise awareness about a topic, to educate people, to we chose fiction. This is not a documentary film, but I think you can still talk about important issues within narrative projects. So,
and then on a deeper level, I think it's, I would say, inevitable to start creating something that is greater than yourself.